Hello, folks. Welcome back to the Charles in Charge Cowboys Sports Report. It is June 23rd, 11:30 Central Time, my time. um, it is in between minicamp and training camp, most boring time of the off season, especially if you're a Cowboy fan, because uh, we have no plans to make any moves. Um, every video I see from every talking head to every YouTube personality talking Cowboys always has a show about this player that we could get and break that player down, or this player that we can get, break that player down, this trade that we could do. I've probably seen like 20 trades and 20 free agents, 40 different videos about, all these players that we could do, and it sounds great. But in reality, Cowboy's not going to do it. He's made it clear that he wants to roll the $23 million over to pay Lamb and Diggs. If we were to sign somebody, it would be Anthony Barr. And even now, I am starting to believe that's not going to happen. What we hope is it's June 23rd. Training camp starts July 26th. So you got about a good 5-week period. Just hope that nobody acts a fool and gets in trouble and faces a suspension or goes out and gets hurt doing something stupid. So that's probably every coach, head coach, general manager, and owner's biggest fear during this time of year is when the players have this much time off. When training camp kicks back up, things will be interesting again. Things I'll be able to talk about. I can't just do videos about players that we could sign and break those players down and what they could bring to the team because of Catboy. Now, if we were willing to make moves, yeah, I would love to do that, but it's just wasting time, really. Wasting time. From now until training camp, there's really not much to report unless something happens. One thing, Todd Archer, NFL reporter, this guy doesn't miss, reported on Michael Gallup's status and said that he is set to return for September. And Todd Archer don't miss. This guy, when he says something, it's money. He said he might not play week 1, but he will play in September. We only have 3 games in September, the 11th, 18th, 25th, no, 26th, because that's Monday night. So he'll open the season on the 53-man roster, not on the PUP list. So if he misses week 1 at home against Tampa, okay. But if we can get him week 2 at home against Cincinnati, that'd be beautiful. Really beautiful. He's a playmaker. He's a playmaker when he's healthy. And having him and Tolbert and Lamb out there is a good trio. I believe he's going to be a really good trio. And just run over a few keys for this season. The key to our offense is going to be the offensive line. Played great the first 8 games of last season. Terrence Steele at right tackle. Whenever Collins got off suspension and they put Collins back in at right tackle, I guess the offensive line lost continuity and it wasn't the same. We were number 2 or 3 in the NFL rushing first half of the season. And in the Dak Prescott era, when we rushed for 125 plus, the record is amazing. It's like, I don't know what it is, but it is like unbelievable. So that is still our bread and butter. Even though Dak last season broke Tony Romo's single season franchise record for touchdown passes, yardage, all that, our bread and butter is still the run game. And Tyler Smith, bigger than Connor Williams. You look at who we lost. We lost Connor Williams, left guard. We insert Tyler Smith, who was graded the best run blocker by PFF in the draft. He is stronger than Connor Williams and Tyler Smith can move people. And Terrence Steele gets a full off season at starting at right tackle. I think this kid could be a gem. He could be possibly the next Big E, Eric Williams. He was thrown in the fire in 2020 as an undrafted free agent rookie. Horrible, but that's how it goes when you're a UDFA rookie thrown in the fire when everybody was hurt on the O-line in 2020. And then last season he was great, just great. So this offensive line, I see got two upgrades at the right tackle position, at the left guard position. Zach Martin, he's going to be fine. Ty Smith probably played 13, 14 of the 17 games. And either Josh Ball or Willetsko will be a decent swing tackle. Willetsko is a pretty big boy. And if they're not, Stephen Jones will go sign a veteran backup player for vet minimum. He'll do that. I would just be happy if you sign Anthony Barr. And do it now. Why wait? Yeah, that's pretty much about it. I am really excited about the year. The season, we're the dark horse. The Eagles got the offseason crown right now. That's great. They look great on paper. In 2008, if y'all remember, coming off a 13-3 season, we looked great on paper. And that all season, we added Zach Thomas, Pac-Man Jones, Tank Johnson. We were a super team going in 2008. Well, we finished 9-7, missed the playoffs. 2019, on paper, we were the best team in the division by far. Started off 3-0, just like 2008. Started off hot. Well, we finished 8-8. So, Philly can be better on paper all they want to. And they still have a lesser of a quarterback than we have. And Dak finally has an off season that he hasn't had in the last two seasons. 2020 was a COVID year. They didn't have hardly any offseason, no preseason games. And last year, he was rehabbing all year. And last season, he went 100%. He's 100% now. And he will use his legs. That will be another weapon on the offense. And now we're talking about putting Pollard and Zeke on the field at the same time. I can see how that works. It's beautiful. You put Zeke and Pollard in the backfield, right? You got 5 linemen and a quarterback, 6 guys. Zeke and Pollard, that's 8. Put a tight end and 2 wideouts. There's your 11 guys. You do that, they can bring in a regular nickel situation. That's great. That's 3 cornerbacks. Run the ball. Or run the ball really effectively like that. Or they can play big nickel and bring in 3 safeties. We'll just let Pollard run out into the slot, and there'll be a mismatch, him on a safety. Or if they play a 4-3 or 3-4, and we got both the backs, let Pollard go out, motion to the slot, one-on-one on a linebacker, mismatch. That could really give defenses headaches. And I think Kellen Moore and Mike McCarthy are working day and night on getting a new scheme going with some new formations, new packages, new plays, with having both of the running backs on the field. Thunder and Lightning, just like Melvin Ingram and Alvin Kamara, just like Rondane and Tiki Barber. And then if Dak won't be scared to run this season when it's 3rd and 6 and no one's open and all the DB's backs are turned to him and he can get 25, do that. Because you do it enough, they're going to have to get somebody to spy on you, man. And with our defense, the way it's going to be this year, we're not going to get as many takeaways, most likely. That's really hard to duplicate. But we take the next step under Dan Quinn. We allow less points. We allow less yards. We were great on 3rd down as it was, but we get better on 3rd down. And we get more sacks probably this season. Dante Fowler, who we signed, had some really good years with the Rams. Wasn't too good with Atlanta. I was watching some film with him with Atlanta last year. He was the only pass rusher they had, the Falcons. So the offense would just plan to neutralize him. But he would still make plays. And when he did, he would jump off the screen. The other day I was watching NFL replay when they were playing either Washington or New York, one of the two. Redskins or the Giants. I'm gonna call them the Redskins. I'm not calling the Commanders. Falcons are playing the Redskins or the Giants, and Fowler was double triple teamed, but whenever he would make a play, man, he would jump out of the screen at you. The guy's got skill, and I think this season he could reignite his career just like Robert Quinn did in 2019. With him and Sam Williams on that side where Gregory would be at, Gregory's getting surgery on his rotator cuff right now. Told you we dodged a bullet not paying that man, $84 million or whatever it is. I'd rather have Dante Fowler and Sam Williams. That rookie that looks like he's primed to have a good career on that end opposed to a very expensive Randy Gregory. And then we got Tank Lawrence on the other side who was pumped because he got showed up by a rookie last year. So Tank's done been paid. He's been paid. He's got his money. He's playing for the love of the game now. And he's got the attitude, and he's going to come out this season and give it all he's got. Hell, he got a pick six last year. Every game that he played last season, he forced a turnover. Tank is a disruptive, good defensive end. His sack numbers haven't been what they were in 2015, 16, and 17. I mean, like they were in 2015 through 2018. But nevertheless, he's still a very, very good defensive end. And then Micah Parsons is the queen on the chessboard. We could play him anywhere. Last season, when we saw him against the Giants, and he was lined up against the guy he was covering, and Anthony Brown was on the guy he was covering, and the receivers crossed, and Anthony Brown got confused. Micah Parsons saw what happened and caught up to the guy that Brown was supposed to be covering. That 4.3 speed caught up to him and broke the pass up, stopped the touchdown pass. That was damn impressive. I don't know if y'all remember the play I'm talking about, but I do. But, yeah, really not much to talk about right now, guys. But this training camp, you damn better believe there's going to be a ton to talk about because it's about to go down. We got, fined again in mini camp. So the team went to go play top golf, mini golf, putt-putt, whatever. That's cool, Hell, the Giants in 2007 did that. Tom Coughlin, said the hell with practice. Let's go bowling. And the New York Giants went bowling that year and really kind of gelled as a team. Hopefully, going to putt-putt mini golf helps that with our team too. We're going to be good this year, guys. It's going to be awesome. Please subscribe, like, and share. I'd really appreciate that, guys. Every subscriber counts. But Todd Archer's report is awesome. It's looking like Michael Gallup won't be gone much. He might only miss one game, 2 tops. Because he's not going to start the season on the PUP list. He's going to start it on the 53-man roster. If you start on the PUP list, you can't play for the first 3 weeks. So maybe he even plays week 1. That's not out of the possibility. That is still very possible. If he continues to rehab and vigorously heal at the same time because he's still young. Maybe he's got that Terrell Owens gene where he can heal from a broken leg in 6 weeks. Like T.O. did twice. We'll see, guys. But if we got Michael Gallup in the lineup week 1, Tampa Bay's going to have their hands full. Because Tampa Bay lost some people too this offseason. They ain't got Gronk no more. JPP's gone. Ndamukong Suh's gone. And AB's gone. AB torched Anthony Brown last year in week 1. For like 2 touchdowns, 200 yards. And Chris Godwin, we don't know what he's going to look like after that bad injury he had last year. So, yeah, that's about it. I'm just touching base with y'all. I ain't going nowhere, but there just ain't really much to talk about. And I can't break down film and, talk about things that are not going to happen because Stephen Jones is not going to do anything. He's not at least this season for sure. He's not. If we get lucky, we sign Anthony Barr. He is the most logical free agent to sign on this defense, being that we lack linebacker depth. and experience. And if he doesn't sign Anthony Barr, I'm be really pissed. And it's kind of like what Law Nation said when I called in on his show. I was talking about that. Law went to the Bible, that parable that Jesus told, where the master had 3 servants and gave each servant so many talents. He gave one servant 5 talents, the other servant 2 talents, and third servant 1 talent. The first guy went and flipped it, turned the 5 into 10. Second guy flipped his, turned the 2 into 4. And the third guy went and buried his, kind of like Stephen Jones is doing. Went and buried his money. And so when the master comes back, the guy he gave 5 talents to says, "Master, I doubled it. I got 10. You good and faithful servant. Come and share your master's happiness." The second guy, "Hey, I took the 2 talents. I flipped it and made you 4. Great job. Come and share in your master's happiness. Good and faithful servant." The third guy that went and buried the money, that was scared, master said, "You wicked, lazy servant." Took the talent from him and gave it to the guy that did the most with his. That's what Stephen Jones, that was great that Law Nation said that, because that's exactly what Stephen Jones sounds and looks like right now. He looks like the guy that takes his money and goes and buries it. He said that he doesn't agree with the Rams' philosophy. He does not agree with the Rams' philosophy. They're going all in. The future is now. They've been going all in for 4 or 5 years now. Last 4 seasons, 2 Super Bowl appearances, 1 ring. And it would have been 2 rings, except the first time they had Jared Goff going up against a Bill Belichick defense that was stacked with a prime Stephon Gilmore, Dante Hightower, Jawan Bentley, Chase Winovich, the McCourty twins. That defense was stout. 13-3 Super Bowl. But you make it to the big dance 2 out of 4 years and win it once. It's working. So I don't know how Stephen Jones said he don't agree with their philosophy. Stephen wants to be relevant every year and make it to the playoffs and maybe win a playoff game. Damn it, go all in. Spend the $23 million. Go get Ndamukong Suh to make sure, without a doubt, we just fill up that middle. Go get Anthony Barr to shore up that linebacker core. So we run sideline and sideline. And go get Will Fuller, who just takes the top off of defense. And while you're at it, go sign J.C. Treader and extend Dalton Schultz, his contract. So that creeps more cap space this year. Go get J.C. Treader for a 1-year deal. Let him show Tyler Biadasz how to play center. I know Treader's got 1 more year left in him, and he's better than Biadasz. And that would upgrade the old line. If we would do that and go all out, we wouldn't be losing any draft capital. We'd just be signing the guys that are out there right now, free agent wise, and we'd be the scariest team in the league if we went out and got Suh, Barr, Fuller, and Treader, and then it gave Schultz the deal that he deserves. Because if they dick around and don't sign him by July 15th, and he goes out and has 100 catches, 1,200 yards, and 12 touchdowns this year, his price is going to be even more next season. When they going to learn the lesson, man? Like I said in the video 2 videos ago, if Jerry and Steven would just split the difference and meet in the middle. But it's been busy work-wise lately. I've got a little painting business. I'm tired, boss. I've been wanting to shoot a video at work, but just too busy. So I had a little time now before bed. Subscribe, like, and share, guys. During training camp, I'll be having some good stuff going on, and definitely during the season. Y'all can bet that. I should have started this years ago. I've been a fan since '93 when I was 6 years old. Saw the Cowboys play Buffalo in Super Bowl 28, and for some reason I fell in love with the star. I don't know why, I just did. I have bled blue ever since. I'm 36, so I guess 30 years of watching the Cowboys. Every game, every play, every snap, every season. Question. Pin comment. What is your favorite season? Since you've been a Cowboy fan. It doesn't have to be the best season. What's your favorite season that you enjoyed the most? My season that I enjoyed the most was the 2003 season. I was turning 16, we were coming off 3, 5, and 11 years under Campo. Eagles had made us their bitch for that long, and we bring in Parcells. And his first season, he takes quarterback Quincy Carter, and we win 10 games. We start the season 5-1. We beat Philadelphia in the first matchup of the year. They start the game with the onside kick, and Randall Williams catches it and takes it back for a touchdown. Quickest touchdown to start a game in NFL history, 3 seconds. Yeah, Bill Parcells knew Andy Reid was going to do that, and just like they did in 2000. And they did that onside kick to start the game, and we were keen to it, caught it, and took it back up 7-zip off the cuff, and we won that game 23-21, if I'm not mistaken. But Parcells was a realist. We were 5-1, lost the first game against Atlanta, and then beat the Giants, Jets, Eagles, Lions, and hell, I forgot the other team. And we're 5-1, and after we beat Detroit 38-7, Bill Parcells knew we weren't as good as our record said it was, but he was saying, well, we had a fumble on the first possession, that stinks. Then we had a fumble on the ensuing kickoff, that stinks. He was trying to downplay everything because we were 5-1, but he knew that we had a long way to go, and we did. We finished 10-6, 10-6 that year. Had the number 1 defense. Back when we had Dexter Coakley, Leroy Glover, Greg Ellis, Terrence Newman's rookie year. Roy Williams was second year. Darren Woodson. That was a great safety tandem. I just thoroughly enjoyed that year because we were losing for 3 straight seasons, so pitifully bad, and made it to the playoffs that year. Lost against Carolina, but I just remember that season so vividly, and I lived and died every game. I remember 7-2, both 7-2, playing the Patriots. Both got the same record. We're going to New England Sunday night. Bill Parcells and Bill Belichick have beef because of their history, and they don't even talk before the game. Pre-game, they don't talk to each other at all. And we lose that game 12-0. 12-0. I was so pissed. They got 4 field goals. We didn't get no points on the board. Jason Witten caught the ball and then gave it to Ty Law, and Ty Law got a pick. That would have been our scoring drive. We were actually making a drive down the field there. But that was one of my favorite seasons. In the comment section, put down what season you enjoyed the most. It ain't got to be their best season, just for sentimental reasons, I guess. But that's it for right now, guys. Please subscribe, like, and share, and I'll be back soon. I'll have a video before training camp starts. Something will pop up, some news. But until then, I'll catch you on the flip side, guys. Charles and Charge is out.